Hi everyone, and welcome to another 12 Days of Christmas with Lime Pixel 2018. So on the 10th day of Christmas, Lime Pixel gave us Claire Bradford from Creating Ceremony. I'm really delighted that you've joined me today. We've known each other for a long time, haven't we? And it's really nice to catch up with you today and see you again. And thank you for taking the time out to do this.
Thank you for asking.
How did we meet? Is it Mumpreneurs? So we've had Zara in today from Mumpreneurs Working Group. And you were doing something quite different back then, and you're doing something completely different now, aren't you?
Yeah, it's a funny thing because when I was very involved with Mumpreneurs, because I used to run the group and things, I was coaching, doing a lot of life coaching and also a bit of copy coaching as well for people. And since then, and actually kind of weirdly through Mumpreneurs and things as well, as these things all kind of connect, then I've become a celebrant, so that was sort of 3.5 years ago now, then I haven't looked back, although it does seem very different, but in lots of ways I had all the same ingredients in play before. I've just used them in a different recipe now, and I love it.
So tell us all about Creative Ceremony and what you do.
Well, so I'm a celebrant, which means I create and conduct ceremonies of all different sorts. But mostly I do things like weddings, funerals, baby namings, flower renewals, that sort of thing, the kind of more common ones. But I can do all sorts of things, housewarming.
Wow, really? Housewarming?
Like that, I think, anything that you can think of that you would like to have some kind of a mark of or some kind of celebration, then I can do that sort of thing as well. Realistically, most of my time I'm doing the big ones like weddings and things, but it's a really nice way to just kind of start thinking, what can we celebrate in life, and how can we put together a little ritual. A ritual sounds terribly serious, but it can be fun and meaningful. So.
Yeah, excellent. So how can people contact you then if they want to, name their baby?
So they can contact me through my website, which is www.creatingceremony.com, or I'm all over Facebook and Instagram, and both of them are at Creating Ceremony, or you can email me at toClaire with an I and an E at creatingceremony.com, or what else? Send me a carrier pigeon, smoke signals.
A lot of people have said that today. There's Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter and all sorts of ways to communicate. But
there's phone as well. I didn't actually.
That thing we don't really use much these days. We don't actually talk to people anymore.
So my phone number is 07929 764 162 as well. So just anything really. Thought transference.
If only that worked. So what's been the highlight then of 2018?
Oh my goodness. Well, I guess it's just been my year actually this year. I've been really, really lucky. But at the beginning of the year in January, I won the National Award for Celebrant of the Year at the Wedding Industry Awards. Thank you very much. So I'd won the regionals in previous November, and I went through not expecting at all to win, but it was really looking forward to a great evening, and they called my name. It was like wow. So that was fantastic, and that was kind of through what my couples said as well. So it's not one of these things where you go, everyone vote for me, get your grandma to vote for me and the dog, and so it really meant a lot. And from there things just really kind of catapulted, the kind of things that you wouldn't necessarily plan for, I think, as well. So I was really chuffed then to be asked to do some training for the Fellowship of Professional Celebrants who I trained with, and the head of that asked me if I would do some training while she went travelling, and I was like, hell yeah. So I started doing a bit of that, which was fabulous, and also just recently I was asked again, it really helped, I won that award. I had an opportunity to go on ITV's This Morning.
I saw that. I was like, oh, fantastic! You know when you see someone you've known for years, and they get a really good job like that, and you just think, oh, I know that person. I so feel for you, because that was. I had a feeling you might mention that in your highlight. That was really big, and I'm really glad you mentioned it. So expand a bit more about that then.
Well, it was one of those things where I got the email in my inbox, and you start thinking, is someone having a laugh, and then a bit of a wind up, especially as I'd fancied Philip Schofield for years when I was a kid.
The old silver fox.
He wasn't silver, then he had the gopher, do you remember?
In the broom cupboard.
So really had a thing for Philip Schofield, and used to write to him in my French lessons at school as well, which says quite a lot about my French lessons. Sorry, Mrs. Punchin. This email came through, and I phoned them up and just had this conversation, and of course they want to know that you're not some kind of random person that is going to be no good. So it was great to be able to say I won the award, and that kind of gives it a tick. You know,
you've got some credentials behind you that really kind of backs up what you do.
Yeah, exactly. And also that I did a bit of videos and things on my website, on my Facebook page, and so I could say, look, obviously it's only just kind of done with my camera, it's not done professionally or anything, but do go and have a look, see how I look on camera, that kind of thing. So that was really, really helpful.
Excellent.
But I think what was really great about it, I mean, apart from meeting Philip Schofield and doing the only wedding in the Royal Albert Hall ever that they've ever had and ever will have. I mean, it was just brilliant.
Yeah.
But it did make me think that all of these things came from winning that award, and of course winning that award came from going for it and entering it.
Yeah.
And I think something I read a little while ago was about having, it's really important to have all your pieces in play, and just to be open and ready for stuff to happen. Because there's no way that if I'd been sitting there writing a business plan this time last year about what I thought was going to happen next year, and I wouldn't have put training on there, I wouldn't have put, the Royal Albert Hall wedding live on TV, and yet of course these things happen, so I think it's kind of being really open to possibility and saying yes to opportunity as well, just going for things. I might not have won, I mean I did enter it a couple of years beforehand, and I didn't win. Didn't win them, and then I did win this time, and I think it's just going for it and just taking opportunities and just going, what the hell. And,
fantastic.
Yeah.
Took that brave step, just going for it and just forging forward. So is that the plan for 2019? More brave steps, more forcing yourself forward? And
I think so. Just saying yes to an opportunity. Is it Richard Branson that said something about if somebody asked you to do something, you say yes,
and find out how to do it later.
It's a little bit like that. So, and I think sometimes every time I go in, for example, if I go and meet a family about a funeral, or I go and meet a couple about a wedding, it's that same thing. You walk into the door and you have no idea what you're going to expect, what sort of people they're going to be, that sort of thing. And you just have to just be open to stuff happening, and then you kind of find out about them, and you have a lovely conversation, and then you find out about this, and you find out about that, and then you can bring that in, and it gives it that little magic sparkle. Or you just see somebody saying on Facebook, "I'm doing a 12 days of Christmas."
Please be a part of it.
Yes, I will do that. So that kind of thing is just grabbing life by the horn.
Absolutely, that's great. That's really fantastic. I mean, I really hope Creative Ceremony goes from strength to strength next year. I'm delighted that you've been a part of this. It's lovely to catch up with you again, but it's lovely to have you and give your input and your foresight into everything. So thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas, everyone. We'll see you again soon. Bye.
Bye.